Hey guys, how you doing? Ron's a Nut here. Today I have a review of some BitFenix Spectre Pro LED fans. These are 120 millimeter fans, and these fans were actually requested by a lot of you after I did my fan comparison and testing video. And you had asked to see how these fans might perform. So I asked the folks at Performance PCs and BitFenix, and they were kind enough to send me a set. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at them and then set them up and test them just as we did using the same setup for testing of the other fans, and we'll see how they perform. And I'm especially curious to see how they look because they have a feature whereby with the right accessories you can actually turn the LEDs on these on and off on the fly. So let's have a look. Okay, let's have a look at the packaging. The Spectre Pro LED fan, 120 millimeter. This is the white one. Just the logo. On the back, we have discusses the features. It's a rugged dual frame construction. The reinforced fan blades, high pressure CFM design, focused airflow, silent operation and long life. It has on-the-fly light switching, but there's an asterisk on that. And it says that's with selected BitFenix chassis and accessories. So you have certain cases from BitFenix, they're already pre-wired to allow you to connect up the on-off switch for your light on your fan, and then also some other fan controllers. And I suspect other BitFenix products will allow you to connect them up and do the same. The dimensions are 120 by 120 by 25, standard 120 millimeter fan. Operating voltage between 5 volts DC to 12 volts DC. Current 0.18 amps. And speed 1200 RPM fan, plus or minus 10%. Airflow 56.22 CFM. Air pressure 1.24. And then according to the packaging here, noise is supposed to be pretty quiet, 18.9 dB. And the bearings are fluid dynamic bearings. So that's what the packaging has to say. Let's see what we have inside the fan. We have a bunch of accessories here. Let's take them out. We have the screws for mounting into your case, 4 screws. We have an adapter. It's a 4-pin wide connector adapter with Molex. So 4-pin fan to Molex. Here we have a, this is a cable for what looks like the fan LED. Actually has it right here. Fan LED cable, and I'll show you how that gets connected. We also have 4 anti-vibration dampening mounts, or some people call them rubber screws. You can mount them to your case and to the fan so you don't get any vibrations. And then we have the fan itself. We have smoke gray outer casing with a honeycomb design molded in the corners. There's 9 fan blades, and each of the fan blades has 3 ridges on it. So I believe that's the reinforced fan blade design. And on the sides you have a clear center section here that has the BitFenix logo on it, and then an LED. So on each of the edges you have the LED. So there's 4 LEDs and the Spectre Pro LED fan here, the 120 millimeter one. The back we have the motor mounted to the support structure, and this is where the fan wires come in. Now these cables are not sleeved, but they are all black. And what I really like is that they're all black all the way up through to the motor. Most other fans have the multicolored, and even if they're sleeved, they usually end right here with some shrink tubing, and then you see the red, white, and black cables going to the motor. So very few fans will have a solid color, and that helps makes this fan look nice. Keeps in with the black or the gray and black and clear design of this particular fan. And then so we have the main power to the fan, and then we also have a right here, this is the LED power connector. So, and there is a jumper on it. So this is shunted so that when you apply power to the fan, the LEDs are all on. Now you can take off this jumper, and when you do that, then you can connect in the fan LED power cable extension that you have here, and you plug that in, and that allows you then to run this fan LED power connection to the appropriate controller or case, or BitFenix case, that will then allow you to control the LED lights on and off separate from the power to the fan. I don't have one of those to test this with right now, so I'm going to put the jumper back in so the LED will be on constantly. And the fan is solid. It does not flex at all at the corners. And so let's see what the fan performs like. I'm going to put it on the test bench and test it, and I'm going to use the same testing methodology that I use for the other fans when I did the fan comparison. But we'll see how it looks, and we'll see how it performs. For the testing, just like I did in the other fan tests, the fan tests and comparisons, I had the fans running in a pull configuration on the radiator, and I exercise them running the OCCT version 4.3.1. I run them, test the measurements first at idle, and then I run it with a 4.3 overclock, and then again with a 4.6 overclock. So basically, just like I did with the previous fan setups, the exact same thing. Here you'll see currently is configured at 4.6. The core voltage is 1.528, and that's with some V-droop because in the BIOS it's set at 1.55. And the multiplier is 28, and the bus speed is 165.4. So those are the settings running this at 4.6 volts. But bottom line is, once I'll let it run for about 30 minutes, and then after 30 minutes I'll take the temps, and I'll do that 3 times, and then I will show you the results as they compare to the other fans that I did in the fan testing comparison. So I'll put the link up if you haven't seen that, and that way you get a chance to see how these fans compare to the other roundup of fans that I did. What we'll do now, since it's nice and quiet, let me put the microphone on top of the RAM chip, same spot I did for all the other fans, and have you take a listen to the fans, and so that you can decide for yourself how loud they are. They are all currently set at 100%, so they're all running at 1200 RPM. And let's have a listen. Okay, here's the results for the BitFenix Spectre Pro LED fan. The results of testing for the 4.3 and 4.6 overclocks. You can see here on the for each of the cores, we have recorded each of the temps after 30 minutes of testing using the OCCT, and actually did it 3 times, and this is the middle result, the median result, and it averaged at 32.7 degrees C. Ambient was 24, and so the delta at idle was 8.7. Here it is under load, same thing, 61.3 degree average, and the delta is 37.3. 4.6, we had an idle delta at 10.8, and then under load, average temp 71.3, and a delta at 47.3. Now if you compare that to the other fans that I did the testing and comparison roundup previously, you'll see here the BitFenix Spectre Pro LED actually runs at the lowest RPM compared to the rest. It has about the same airflow, 56.22, as does the Noctua, the Casa fans. Static pressure is the lowest of the bunch. It's close to the Corsair, And but results-wise, this table here is sorted by overclocking performance in the 4.3 range, and so the BitFenix actually winds up near the bottom, at about the same, within a degree of where the Corsair ended up. And then in the bottom table, we have the 4.6 overclock results, and then it also comes in near the bottom, about a little more than a degree beyond where the Noctua did. And then the last thing to show you is the table where I also add in pricing for the BitFenix currently online. Is you can find it for $12.95, and the accessories, it does come with screws, has the anti-vibration mounts, and but it doesn't have any reducers. But it does come in the other category. It certainly has LEDs built into it, and has the LED capability to turn them on and off. It also has a power adapter to go from to a Molex connection if you need it. And next, finally, coming up then is the my conclusion and my thoughts on the BitFenix Spectre Pro LED fan. So there's the results of the BitFenix Spectre Pro LED fan as compared to the other fans in the testing roundup that I had done. You can see underneath the 4.3 overclock, it performs about the same as the new Corsair fan, and on the 4.6 overclock, about the same as the one of the Noctua fans. So not that it's a bad fan. There's just other fans that perform better. It does have the lowest RPM of the bunch that I tested, and also the lowest static pressure. But like I said, it performed on par with some of the other fans in that roundup. There's just some other fans that perform better. And again, my test setup is not scientific. It's my best fair and reasonable representation of real-world testing for some fans on a radiator. And but it was the quietest fan, I think, of the lot. The fan was very quiet, and it pushes decent air. I think for me, it's going to be an excellent case fan. Not only is it quiet, pushes some good air, but also, you know, having the LEDs on it, I think is great. Not only are they available in white, but also red, green, and blue. And so I think they're a sharp-looking fan, and could do good in and will do good in cases for some good airflow and the beautiful aesthetics that it can add to your case. Now, this fan only costs $12.95 online, and that's a great deal compared to all the other fans. That is the cheapest fan in the roundup, with the exception of the XSPC. But that XSPC fan was much louder, and also the BitFenix Spectre Pro has the LEDs that you can turn on and turn off on the fly with the right controller setup, and also it has the additional features that came with it, such as the adapter cable and the rubber mounts as well. So a great value fan, and the flexibility and the different LEDs that you can get is going to make it look good in your case. So with that, I hope you like. If you did, please like and favorite, and if you're so inclined, please subscribe. And again, thanks to Performance PCs and BitFenix for sponsoring these fans, so I can get an opportunity to show them to you guys and test them. And with that, that's it from Ron the Nut. Thanks.